Today on Outside the Wines, we look at Dre Nice's recent domestic abuse situation and whether or not the NFFL's 2-game suspension was enough. Just ahead, we're going to have some shocking footage from Bengals lineman Dre Nice, who was seen manhandling his wife who was unconscious after a fight. We're going to show the video, but I must warn you, it could be disturbing to some. After the video surfaced and after the 2-day suspension and the public outcry, this was the press conference that Dre Nice held.
I just want to apologize to you, the public, to my mama. I know my mama didn't raise me to be like this. Sorry, mama. I want to thank you for the support from my wife. I love you, baby. I'm going to serve this two-game suspension and know in my heart what I did was wrong and no more questions.
To discuss the serious nature of this situation, we've brought in a panel of 3 very distinguished guests. We have Rhett Redard, we have Franny Feministic, and Dip Dalsford. The question here is, the NFFL only gave Dre Nice a 2-game suspension, and many are questioning, is that enough? Do you guys think it's enough?
Did anyone besides me notice that that was a sex doll? Like a blow-up sex doll?
No, absolutely not. 2-game suspension is not enough. I and every woman in America is outraged about this behavior. This man should be banned from the NFL. He should be treated most harshly in the court of law.
Well, I don't really see anything wrong with it. I mean, we don't know what he said before he got hit upside the head. He could have said something like he wasn't good at football or something.
Should the NFFL be the court of public opinion for events that don't have anything to do with football?
Man, should the NFFL... It was a sex doll. A blow-up sex doll.
Absolutely. The public buys tickets. We don't want to pay to see ruffians who have no respect for their wives or any other women being rewarded by being basically given a free ticket to
it was
do
a
whatever
sex
he
doll.
pleases.
I swear, I'm going to leave. I don't know why I'm on this panel,
It's outrageous.
because I'm the only one that has a brain.
No, I really don't think that one has anything to do with the other. I mean, when he hit the girl, he was probably just practicing his offensive line moves. I really don't
This
think
is
that
ridiculous.
the NFL
I'm out of here. I'm not
should
having
be
this
doing
discussion about
anything
sex
to
doll.
him, really.
This
I
is
think
stupid.
the 2 games
I'm
are
out.
too many.
Steve? Steve? Well, I guess our panelist has left, but that's okay because we're out of time anyway. Coming up next, stay tuned for the BSPN presentation of the Draft Order Presentation Show. My name is John Johnson, and this has been Outside the Wines. Welcome to the 2014 Mad Hatters NFFL Fantasy Football Draft Order Presentation. We're going to do things a little different this year. What I've done is I have an abbreviation on each one of these little ping pong balls that corresponds to each team. For example, this one says BH on it for the Bounty Hunters. This one says 318H, which is the 318 Headbangers. That's a weird name, by the way. But anyway, there's one for every single team. And then I put it in this lottery ball sorter. And that's how we're going to draw for the draft order. Now, the way we're going to do it is if you get drawn first, then you're picking 10th. If you get drawn last, you're drafting first. So obviously, you want your name not to be called for as long as possible. Okay, so here we go. We're going to draw for the first ping pong ball, but the 10th pick in this year's 2014 Mad Hatter's League draft. The league that the great ones won last year, but the sports came in second after winning the year before, so really sports overall are kind of better. Anyway, let's see who's getting the 10th pick. Oh, the 10th pick is in. The person getting the 10th pick is Go Long. Go Long, you're the 10th pick, which is the last pick of the second round, but the first pick in the second round. See what I did there? Turn a negative into a positive. Let everybody else figure out what they're doing. A ball just fell out by accident. We'll put this back in. Alright, here we go. The next pick is in the hopper. And it goes to the great one. Last year's champion. This year picking 9th. Going to make it a little more challenging for you, but obviously you know what you're doing, so that's not a big deal, right? Right? I mean, right. Alright, let's see who's picking 8th this year. The 8th pick, my fingers are too big for that, is going to Big Blue. Big Blue, you're picking 8th. Congratulations. Let's see who is picking 7th. The 7th pick in this year's draft is going to the Bounty Hunters. The Bounty Hunters, 10, 9, 8, 7. 10, 9, 8, 7. I can't count. You're picking 7th. We're now drawing for the 6th pick. The number 6 pick goes to the Sporks. In my opinion, really the greatest team in this league. They won it in its inaugural year. They came in second the second year just to make the rest of the league feel like they still had a chance. But many draft boards are picking, or many season previews are picking them to be number 1 this year. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Sporks, you're picking 5th. Before we go any further, let's go to a program note and talk about the Sports Center that's following this. Stuart Scott's going to be talking about that. Stuart?
On tonight's action-packed Sports Center, can the great ones repeat, or will the Sporks take the championship again? Is Steve Hurley the best commissioner ever? And where do I get one of those dolls? Coming up tonight on Sports Center.
Wow. Sounds like an action-packed Sports Center tonight. Make sure to stay tuned in for that so you can see Stuart Scott do Sports Center. All right, so when we left, we had picked 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. Only 4 ping pong balls left. Let's see who's picking 4th in the 2014 Mad Hatters Fantasy Draft. The number 4 pick goes to Messy 10. Weird name. Good team, though. Picking 4th this year. Number 4. Number 3. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th. 5th. They're picking 5th. Messy 10 picking 5th. Okay, now we're going for 4th. Oh, boy. Number 4 is going to had to make sure I had it right. Going to the Squad. The Squad, you are picking 4th in this year's draft. Number 3, the number 3 in the pick in the number 3 pick in the draft this year will go to the Cunning Stunts, the name that I talked to you about that last year. Remember? We mentioned this in the draft last year. 2 picks left. 2 picks left. Who is going to pick number 2? The number 2 pick goes to the 318 Headbangers, which means there's only 1 team left. So the number 1 pick, if I get it to follow the right little spot there, will go to the Ground Game. Congratulations, Ground Game. You're picking number 1 this year. And you know what that means?
If you pick first and you don't win at all, then that means you suck, right? Because, I mean, you had all the advantages and all the disadvantages that the rest of us had. So really, it's yours to lose. And if you lose it, well, there may be a reason this thing won't be going to your house this year. All right, let's get ready to draft. It's time for some football. Let's make it happen. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.